Okay, guys, hi. Hope you're having a nice day. And today we are having a new stream on B2B marketing. And today it will be about lead generation. So we'll be talking about lead generation for founders, how you can start generating your first leads in B2B when you are, say, small, you don't have much resources, and you don't have time for waiting, so you need to be quick, you need to get results quickly, yeah, and obviously we'll be using AI for this. So I think it will be very interesting, and I'll try to show you the tools you can use. And obviously you can use those kind of tools not only if you are founder, but also if you are owner of some business, or you are, well, if you're a person that needs leads, yeah, needs meetings and needs to generate sales. So that will be a stream for you. Again, as in all my videos, just my short intro. I'm Andres, or Andre, or Andrew. I am entrepreneur, marketer, product manager. I've been working at startups or making my own startups basically most of my life, and my job is make company go from 0 to 1. So I am, like, just by the nature of my work, always have to test new tools and approaches, and apparently right now AI is that tool. So I'm using it a lot, I'm testing a lot of stuff, and in this channel I'm just sharing my experiences, and I hope it could be valuable and helpful for you. Like, my personal thing is that I use AI for real workflows, so not like to make some stuff just for the sake of making some giant system, but I only test and use sometimes very small bits, but the ones that can be like realistically implemented into business processes, yeah, and make some difference. So stay with me, and today we have, like, well, a lot of content coming in. Yeah, so I'm just going to open my my list of contents now. Yeah, so that, yeah, there is no secret. I can show it to you straight away. What's the plan for today's stream? Yeah. So you can see here is the plan. Yeah, the contents of the stream. I already did my intro, and yeah. So today we'll be covering two main topics of B2B lead generation, and the first is choosing the tools, like your setup for B2B lead generation, and setting like realistic objectives and what you can get. And second will be technical setup. So I will try to show you live how to connect tools, how to fix, like, when something doesn't work, and show how AI automation for generating B2B leads actually works. So we'll see how it goes, but that's the plan for today. It's quite ambitious. Yeah. So, and on my list, like part 0 is why use Claude. Well, basically the question is why use AI. And I think it's important to start with it because because a lot of people still are not using AI, or they're using it just as a search engine, and of course they have their own reasons, but I myself see like a lot of benefits of using AI on a daily basis, so I think I need to share it with you. Just my experience with Claude for like stuff like leads, sending messages. You can still be using your approach. Like, I don't know what you're doing. You have one tool like instantly, yeah, and you are using it to do most of the stuff. Or maybe you do some lead generation manually so that you don't get like filtered as spam. I don't know. These are all viable approaches, but the problem is a single one, and it's the speed. You are getting very slow if you are not using AI. That's the thing. And while you might have a lot of concerns about errors, mistakes, sometimes not the quality you could expect, but you are losing speed, and you are losing it a lot. And I see the difference, like when I was doing a lot of stuff manually, and as I'm doing right now using Claude, or you can use any other tools if you want. And yeah, the difference in speed is great. And also the second concern that people often say, and I'm hearing it a lot, that AI destroys quality. Well, you are destroying quality, most likely. The problem is not AI, but you. AI can do some bits of your business processes, but it can't do all the bits. And if you want just to delegate the job, yeah, it won't work, at least at the moment. Probably it could change at some point, but right now it cannot work like this. So it's a junior employee. When you have a junior employee, you can't delegate all the work to it. You can delegate something, yeah, but you always have to check. You have to like do something yourself, help, and stuff like that. And that's the level of AI we have now, at least in areas like marketing or sales. So my take on this problem, as I said, would be if you get poor quality with AI, it's not AI problem, it's your problem. Like, you are the problem. Sorry, man, about that. But you can write in comments that I'm crazy, that I'm talking some, say, BS. But the reality is that you can get a lot of quality results from AI, just doing it the right way and not like trying to delegate all the work. Yeah. So okay, now getting to the first serious part, and it's planning our lead generation setup. Yeah. It's important it's very important to understand what you can really get out of using Claude or other AI for managing and automating your outreach. Yeah. So that you don't get discouraged, so that you don't get too much disappointment, and so that it all works just fine. Yeah. So let's talk about this a little bit. Yeah. Let's talk about speed, conversion, and costs. I think it's three very important pieces of like the three important results. Yeah. So in terms of speed, yeah, I can just open my live doc and share some speed. I cannot tell you, like, unfortunately, I haven't been like tracking very strictly all the work I've been doing, but just my feeling. So my feeling, I might be wrong, and you might tell me that I'm just these are just my fantasies. But I'd say that you can be doing things from 50 to 200% faster. It's realistically possible. Like, if people say that they can do something 5-10 times, it's possible, but not at the beginning. So I'd say, okay, 50 may be a bit too slow, but this is like realistic. You can improve your speed of work. That is, you can't say efficiency, but the speed of work. Yeah. Then the second, we have conversion. Here is a catch, that with Claude, with other AI, you can realistically make like hyper personalized emails, so that like almost like each email is different, not like, not like this level of personalization when you put a job title, name, and name of the company, and maybe one sentence that often is some, just, I don't know, something strange. Yeah, but you can be like very personalized, and this is what really drives conversion. Yeah. So from what I saw, the conversion can be, say, plus x, it can be x3 to x10 on some markets easily. Yeah, because again, it's because you can do very personalized letters. Like, for example, you can research market, say, well, we'll be talking about hotel market. Yeah, and you can do automatic research on Norway, on Sweden and Finland, and understand the differences and different value propositions you can like use there. You can understand different pains in there. Then you can also segment it further to various segments, like independent hotels and large hotel chains, like expensive 5-star hotels and hotels that are like economy. You can segment to different types of people, like decision makers, people who are influencing decision makers, so like almost decision makers. Yeah, so you can, and for all these small segments, you can generate separate emails, and you can do it, well, in a semi-automatic mode. We'll talk about it. Maybe in this stream, maybe not. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, and so yeah. Yeah. So this is like something that can bring you a lot of results. Yeah. And finally, costs. This is a tricky one because it depends. You might be actually spending more money, but at the same time getting more results. Yeah. If you are thinking that you can cut some people, maybe yes, maybe not. Yeah, I'd say that one AI equals one average junior employee. Yeah, so depending on like where you hire, you can save say 80%, maybe. Let's say this is like very average number, I don't know, like 75% of junior employee salary. Yeah, so you still would need to hire them. So if maybe not junior, maybe senior staff, yeah, and you would have to pay them more because working with AI sometimes takes more time, apparently. But yeah, it is how it is. So, but still you can save a lot on junior employees because you don't need that many of them. Like, for example, if you used to have 3, 4, 5 juniors that were led by a senior manager, maybe a senior manager can manage a team of AI employees. Yeah, so and save all your money on these managers. It's possible. It's not working that well yet, and probably you would still need at least one of junior employees, but still this is a great cost saving opportunity. But you can argue that it doesn't work for a business, and it always depends like on the business industry. There is a lot of specifics, especially for B2B businesses. Like there is every business has its own specifics. So just like to give you a grasp of what you can achieve. Yeah, if you are improving your outreach system. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Automation. Here's, as I already talked about it, and maybe I talked too much about like the level of like the results you can get, but I think it's important so that we are being realistic, because I just went on YouTube a couple of days ago just to see what people are filming videos about, just like interesting, what are the hot topics. But this is like crazy. There are like hype topics about like that everybody is going to be fired, that you can fire anybody, and like you can build some army of agents and stuff like that. But the reality is that for 99% of businesses, at the moment, this level of automation is unachievable, and this is like crazy. And especially if you are a founder and you are building a new company, like it's our topic today, B2B lead generation for founders, for startups, for new companies. This is all all these topics you see on YouTube is just a pure hype. The first thing you need to consider when you are thinking about okay, what kind of automation I can achieve with AI is your existing business process. And you have to ask yourself, do you have a working process? If you have one, well, then we have something to talk about. If you are building something new product, new company, most likely you still don't have a process. So if it doesn't work without automation, it obviously will not work with automation. It will just break faster. I don't know, to me it's just kinda obvious, but again, I see plenty of people who there is a group of people who try to build their businesses around such kind of automations, and they just go crazy that they can fire half of their team, that they can I don't know, we are just becoming automated company. And then there is of course another group. Those are people who are selling these kind of solutions, saying that we will automate everything. See, we have this automation with 25 steps. Well, even in B2C, even email automations, they don't work well too often. If you see there is 50 steps with automated emails, it's a result of a very long work, if it's something related to emails, of email marketing team. And it's been built, it's been tested for years. And mainly in B2C. In B2B, it's not working like that. Say there are existing automations on in email marketing. They've been working for ages, but still these are very simple and short steps, and usually you do a lot of work that cannot be automated. You analyze, you tweak, you adjust your messages, you adjust a lot of stuff, you test, and so this automation, email automations, they are not really long. So when you see all these crazy diagrams with armies of AI agents, I'd be a bit skeptical for now. It can change, don't get me wrong, it can change, but for now I'd be a bit skeptical. So again, your starting point for automation is realizing your existing business process. If it works well without automation, you can start automating it bit by bit. if it's a new process, so then the automation, I don't know, will not be working that easy, I'd say. Yeah. And in our case, we can automate exchange of information between tools, and manage all the process through a single interface, AI. Yeah. So that's what we can do at the moment, realistically, in B2B lead generation. Yeah. So you can manage all the processes from one chat window. It's possible. It doesn't always work, yeah, and we'll get to that, but it's possible. And of course, it's much easier than go into various websites, tools, consoles, checking stuff, and blah blah blah. And it's much faster, and it's basically being a manager of AI employee. Yeah, and so these are the things you can really automate, but you would still need to get your unique sales proposition to understand pains of your customers and all this stuff, and you would need to work on emails together with AI. It can't just do it instead of you. It can help you, but it can't do it like for you. Yeah, so that's the realistically what you can get, but I think it's a lot. It's like really a lot. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we've covered this one. Now budget on AI B2B outreach. Yeah, so these are the basic tools you would need: parsing, enriching, verifying, messaging, CRM, and AI management. And based on this, you can calculate your budget. If we do it right now and be very rough, yeah, because it all depends on kind of tools you use. If you use one tool for parsing, one for enriching, one for verifying, one for messaging, one CRM, and one AI manager, it could be like on average $50 or euros per tool. So if you're using 6, it would be 300 euros dollars per month of work. It sounds like true, but see, it always depends on how many emails you need, how many messages you are sending and stuff like that. This is like the starting point for you as a founder, for example, to understand how much budget at least you need if you're going to do it yourself. Yeah. If, for example, you need, say, to send thousands of emails every month, this number could like grow by, I don't know, say, can get twice bigger or 3 or 4 times bigger easily. So it's just, I'm giving you like the starting point for a budget. Yeah. this is like what you should expect, at least, yeah. And also just briefly on what setup to choose for a modern outage. There is plenty of videos, and there is plenty of information you can get chatting with your AI. So my take would be it all like really depends on your business. Yeah, so what does it mean? Probably you heard that Clay is a good tool for getting some data on your contacts, yeah, so for enriching. And that's true, but I know a couple of industries where Clay doesn't work at all. Like, it has no value. It has, because these companies, they are not, like, Clay cannot get information about them. Yeah, it's just useless. But at the same time, for many businesses, it works just fine. I don't know, for IT companies, I guess it mostly works perfect. Yeah. The same with messaging. Like, Instantly is a nice tool, but it has some restrictions, and it's pretty expensive. It can get like really expensive if you need to send a lot of emails. So you might consider some other tools in this case, yeah, or maybe even doing your own vibe coded automation for sending emails. Yeah, it's also possible now. So I can tell you just that it really depends. Yeah. So I can recommend you some stuff for like parsing or enriching or verifying, but it could really work badly for your industry, for your business. So yeah, for example, Apify works very, very well. It's a beautiful tool, and and it's been just my experience. Yeah, but it might occur that it won't work like that for you. So you have to, like, if you are doing B2B lead generation yourself, yeah, you really need to carefully think through the tools you need to ask AI to read the reviews and to test yourself, because the reality might be that after testing you would understand that some tools are useless and some tools are perfect for you. Yeah, so just test it. Yeah, and one very important thing that I would add to our doc is that choose only tools that connect seamlessly to your AI. So the ones that have specific docs related to connecting to AI, and only the tools that you are testing and they work seamlessly with AI. Yeah, and we'll talk about it later a bit more. Yeah, and one more small thing: there is no right and wrong set of tools. Yeah. You might hear like, I have a perfect, like, you might see videos of like the perfect setup for B2B lead generation. Like, this is the best. Come on. there are so many industries, so many like specific details about those industries. Yeah, and I've tested a lot of various tools and I've been testing them constantly. And I can tell you that there is no universal set of tools. So just get some information from AI, test it yourself. And that's how it works. Yeah. So I guess I'm going to have like a short 2-3 minutes break right now. Yeah, and then I will come back, and then we will be starting our second part, the technical setup. Yeah, we'll talk about how to, just let me just show it on the screen so you can see. Yeah, so we'll be talking about like how to connect your tool for lead generation to Claude. Yeah, and we'll do like a sample connection, how to fix if something doesn't work. Yeah, we already talked about my personal project automation, so probably we've done it. I'll try to show you how lead generation automation really works on my Claude chat. Yeah, I will try to show you how hyper personalization works. Yeah, also I will try to give you a hint on how to improve your setup, and a bit talking about agents. Yeah, so stay with me, and I will just have a short, like, couple of minutes break. So
it ain't shit for you to get replaced, but I'ma still try and I'ma still chase. 'Cause you're my baby, you were saving when I lay with, when I'm craving. I'm all yours for the taking. Ain't get better, faded, we don't see it, demonstrated. Lay it down, no, no, lay it down, no, no. No, I ain't the one to play with, I don't even have to say it. I just come back round, I just come back. That's my bae, ain't a stripper, but he like to make it rain on. That's my bae, that's my bae. Down and dirty for him, but there ain't a stain on. That's my bae, ain't no shame in my game. That's my bae, that's my bae, ain't no shame in my game. That's my bae, that's my bae. 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 I just want a million. I just want a real one. Higher than the ceiling. I be in my feelings. I don't wanna feel none, but if I'm being real, son, I just want a million. I just want a million. I just want a that's how I'm Philly. I got them big bills, I call them willies. I got a big bank, it be like piggy, so I be picky. You can't be fucking with me. I just wanna know what it feel like to hold some. I just gotta know what it feel like to blow. want a million. I just want a real one. Higher than the ceiling. I be in my feelings. I don't wanna feel none, but if I'm being real, son, I just want a million. I just want a million. I just wanna. I just wanna. I be giving top. It be that tippy. My cup is red. I feel like trippy. Run DMC. It's getting tricky. It's a power move. We split it 50-50. Pull out that dicky. And send me a picky. He want a sticky. But I make him licky. He want the kitty. So I tell him gimme. So I get the black card. Keep my neck chilly. I just wanna know what it feel like to hold some. I just gotta know what it feel like to blow some. Got a couple ashes, poolside in my mansion. Trippy in my fashion, I got bitches, make it happen. I just want a million. I just want a real one.
Okay, so I'm back here, and let's continue, because this is a tough topic, and well, let's be honest, it's boring because it's always fun to talk about like agents and skills and all this kind of stuff, but if you're doing business, you need to build a like real system that really works, not some crazy fantasy stuff. Yeah, so that's why we are here, and we are talking about real things. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Moving on to the technical setup. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing is that, all right, we've got some tools, yeah. Say let me just show you. Say Apify. Yeah, Apify, if you don't know, is a tool for parsing data, like parsing companies, parsing contacts and stuff like that. Yeah, and well, like right now, if you work with this kind of tools, you would be just work in their interface, then export something. Hopefully they have integration with your CRM, and you would be able to export there. And so this process is well, it's not like difficult, but it takes time. Yeah, so instead of this, like when you do all this stuff inside Apify, we would like to work with Apify inside our AI. That's like the whole idea. Yeah, and so let me just write it in our live tool. So the idea is to work with all the tools using AI chat. Yeah, and to do that, we need to connect all the tools. And and the next step is and this is the next step. So connect these tools, like say for example, like we'll be doing some demonstration today, and probably I'll do some other streams on B2B Lead Gen, and we'll be mostly using the following tools: Apify parsing, full enrich, enriching and verifying, HubSpot CRM, instantly email campaigns, and Claude AI Manager. For now, junior, but hopefully we'll be able to promote it to a senior manager at some point, but right now it is what it is. So if you're not familiar with MCP concept, I just quickly talk about it. So basically right now each and every tool should have its own MCP. What is MCP to a person who is not a technical person like me? Basically, say you have electricity, and electricity powers a lot of various tools, like, I don't know, TV, laptops, some equipment, washing machines, and plenty of stuff, and so that electricity can get to all these stuffs, there is a universal socket so that you can connect every device to electricity. Well, it's the same for MCP, where like AI is new electricity. And actually it's true, it's like new electricity, I guess. And there are a lot of tools working based on AI, or using AI, and so you need to connect them to AI. And MCP is basically this universal socket which allows all these tools to connect and get some data, information, some results, something from AI. So that's, like, I guess the easiest way to understand it. Okay, so now what do you need to do? First, for example, using Apify, we have a document. Like, each and every good tool now has to have some doc, some page on connecting it to AI. So it will be called something like MCP, or something like that. For example, for Apify, we would have a separate website, Apify MCP server, and there is plenty of information, and the same thing, for example, is for full enrich, there is a lot of information. But right now we'll focus on a very simple thing, like how to connect it and how to connect every tool. And most likely there is just one thing you would need. It's not always like that, it's not always the case, but in most cases the only thing you would need to connect is a token in the app settings. Yeah, so yeah, for example, let me just show you. Yeah. For example, in Appify, yeah, we have settings and we have API in integration, and there is API token. Yeah, and like for most of the apps, that's basically the only thing you would need, but you would need to go anyway to check the docs. For example, for Appify, yeah, it has instruction for anything. Yeah. Yeah. And then what we do, we just go into Claude. Yeah. Let me just switch to my Claude. Yeah, and we go to settings and we go to connectors. Yeah, I already have like some of my tools ready, but anyway, yeah, let me just show you. Oh, yeah. So you just need to add a new app. You just click on browse connectors, and for example, yeah, in our case, Appify. Yeah, and see if it's already there, but if it's not there, you just click plus. Yeah, and you would need to click install. And after you have it, you just need to configure it. It sounds a bit like, oh my god, this is so difficult. But oh, actually we cannot configure this one. Yeah, let's try with a different one, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so sometimes with AI the like UX doesn't work too well. So yeah, so we finally got to configuration, and basically what we need, we just need the Appify token, which we get from our settings. Yeah, and we can like generate a specific token for AI, yeah, which I would recommend you do, so that you can easily just delete it, yeah, if there is any problems with security. Okay, and yeah, you just put it into Claude, and basically that's it, so it's going to work. Yeah, what else you need to do? You need to configure permissions. If you want to work fast, of course you can allow everything, yeah, but if you are concerned about security, or I don't know, overusing credits and tokens for some tools, you can put it like needs approval. Yeah, on Appify usually there is quite low risk of both of these problems, so yeah, so I just put everything to like allow by default. Yeah, and it's just like that for most of the tools. For example, take full enrich, yeah, which we talked about. Oh, I won't be able to see it here. No, I'm not going to configure it from scratch again, because yeah, so basically like what you need to know to connect an app to AI, you need usually token and URL of MCP server, yeah, and yeah, and usually it's fairly easy to find them, yeah, and once you get this URL and token, most likely you are just done, yeah, and everything is going to work. Okay, so I've shown you how to connect a simple tool. I'm sorry, I'm not going to reconnect full enrich and instantly because of the next point. So the next point is very interesting because oh well, this is the thing that causes most, well, not most, but a lot of frustration from those who do something, try to do something with AI, to start doing, to start learning, yeah, and that is things that just break or things that don't work. Yeah, so the reason, for example, why I decided not to show you how to connect instantly and full enrich, I needed to destroy the connection and do it once again, is because the first time and the second time and the third time I did these connections, it didn't work from scratch, like something was breaking. And I'm not a tech person, yeah, but I had to figure it out, like how it could work, yeah, and I need to put this, like, another idea here. Oops. If something breaks, first of thing, it's going to happen quite often. Sorry, just get used to it, yeah. Because the product, like AI, is new product and it's developing very rapidly, and because of this there will be some bugs, yeah. So often, for example, when you connect something, it just shows some errors, some stuff doesn't working, and well, what you can do: reload, reinstall, reconnect. That's the three things you can do. Yeah, you can try just reloading the app, you can try reinstalling Claude, you can try reconnecting the tool, so deleting the existing connection and doing it from scratch again, yeah. Also, sometimes you need to check permissions, because often there is a problem because, like, there are not enough permissions or too many of them, and search the answer yourself, yeah. This is like new setup, this is new approach, and because of this it won't work perfectly from scratch. I'm sorry, yeah. It might sound a bit disappointing, especially to non-tech people who are like not used to try to fix these kind of things themselves, yeah, but that's the only way. So the easy way is basically to reboot, reload, reconnect, reinstall everything, check permissions, and then search, probably just, I don't know, search on Reddit, and you would get an answer to your query and solve the problem. Yeah. Yeah, sorry if that's not the answer you would expect. And also there is also another thing, it's the logs. Get the logs. Get the logs, and you can send them to AI, and it might be able to figure out the solution itself. Okay, so we've connected. I've shown you how the connection of these tools to AI work. I've shown you how to fix if something doesn't work. We've already talked about like my approach to automation, so I think there is no point in like getting to this topic again. Yet just I will point out to you that consider AI as a new junior employee, which has a lot of potential but requires supervision, and you can't delegate all the stuff to a new employee. Yeah. Okay. And now I think yeah, we are having a very short, like, I don't know, 2-minute break, and we'll be moving to like, I will try to show you how automation really works. Yeah, so just give me, I don't know, 1, 2, maybe 3 minutes max. Said you had a man, but girl, that boy a bitch. After I touch it, you won't want that boy again. He wasn't hitting it right, and that's his loss, my win. I ain't gonna take his place, but you could call for dick. Hey, fuck that shit up. Calling out to all my bad bitches, fuck that shit up. If she talking crazy, you should shut that bitch up. And if she try to play me, I'ma fuck that bitch up. Hey, fuck that shit up. Calling out to all my bad bitches, fuck that shit up. If she talking crazy, you should shut that bitch up. And if she try to play me, I'ma fuck that bitch up. Bust it, 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 bust it. I never thought I'd let a man break me down. It paid in the pill, I don't make it sound, but I'm crying. Bust it. Cause you lying. Am I the only one that ever sees this side? All this dark that you tried to hide, like a Gemini. Yeah. It's a good disguise. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry it took me a bit longer than I expected. I forgot that I haven't eaten for 3 hours, and so when I realized that I needed to at least drink some protein quickly, so I had to quickly mix it and drink. And so yeah, so now let's move on to working more with the Claude. Yeah. So now I'll just try to show you how automation really works. So when you have established connections with your tools, when you have your setup, and when you just need to do something, okay, let's just do it now. Okay, say we have our imaginary product Steos. You will actually see it probably in other videos as well, because I've just made an imaginary product. It is Steos. It's a channel manager for hotels, like SaaS for hotels. Basically, it makes direct booking engine available to hotels, so that they can accept bookings and payments from their own websites, not only from sites like Booking or Expedia. Let's say we would like to get some, let's take the easy path. So for now, let me just switch to okay. First, get companies from Apify. That's the first point. Then we will quickly craft a message. We will get some sample emails. Create email, craft an email, create an email campaign. That's, it's not like the all bits of lead generation. That's what we are going to do right now, just to show you how you can manage lead generation using AI. Okay, so the first thing is get companies from Apify. I've already have my Apify connected, so okay. Let's say and you realize that you can not only write to Claude, but you can just talk to Claude. So that's what we are going to do right now. Okay, we are planning an outreach on hotels in Portugal. So I would like you to find me 10 5-star hotels in in Lisbon or Porto, independent ones, using Apify. For now, just find their names and their domains. Please don't use more than 50 cents on this job in total. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I've been not showing you like this. Yeah, and I'm just talking and sorry about that. So yes, so I've been actually talking to Claude right now. Yeah, and I just made a prompt, a very simple one, using my voice. It's just to show you as an example of how it can work. Obviously, you might have a lot of specific instructions, specific segments. Yeah, so this is like just a starting point. Yeah, to show how it generally can work. Okay. No. See, and there is almost a mistake. Not $50, just 50 cents. Yeah, you always have to check. Okay, so it's thinking itself, which is good. I already have some history with actors, and it might help. So first time probably it would be not that easy. Okay. So good, Lisbon done. Now Porto. Let's see. So you see, the whole idea is that you don't go to Apify, you don't input anything there. Yeah, you don't deal with their interface, you even don't learn their interface if you haven't done it before. Yeah, you just connect it and you work through AI chat, and that's it. Yeah, of course it sounds like ideal. It's not that ideal in real world. Again, I'm sorry that I have to bring you to the down to the real world where we are living. Of course, you would be getting errors, you would be getting problems, you would sometimes need to search for something yourself, but that's how it is in like real management. Yeah, that you can't just tell a person to do something and that's it. Yeah, sometimes you would have to dig into this task, to do something yourself, to check it carefully, to like double check. The same with AI. Sorry, it's just that well, now you are managing not people but managing AI employees. Yeah, probably I'm going to make a separate video on like people management versus AI management. Maybe. So it's still, anyway, it's still thinking. Why? Okay, so it's still Yeah, we just have to wait now because the thing is that it's just it just it still does the scraping. Okay, so that we don't waste our time, I'm going to abort it now. And man, it's taking too much time for now. Just please get the results that you already have from these searches, yeah, and just show them to me in MD file, please. Yeah, because otherwise we'll be just waiting too much. Because yeah, it just started like a very complex search. Okay, so what you have to present to me? Okay, see, we have some hotels. Now we would need to check. I already can see that like Sofitel is probably not an independent hotel, yeah. And we'll have to run a check on these hotels, like to check if they are meeting our criteria, because see, independent sounds like it's also a chain, not an independent hotel. And yeah, Sana the same. Yeah, and please delete chains from your list. Please delete chains from your list. Okay, because we don't need chains anyway, and we don't need that many hotels, in fact. Yeah, so see, you asked for 10 hotels and it brought you more, and actually it was going to bring you even more than that. Yeah, so you always have to like carefully and sometimes stop it and make new instructions and stuff like that. Yeah, but anyway, see, the point is you are not doing anything. You are just sitting there and it does the job, and you have to manage, check it, and like make a small input. Okay, I guess it still needs verifying, but anyway. Okay, so we've done get companies from Apify, yeah, with your voice. Now I'm not going to try and get like personal contacts, because I wouldn't be able to show you them on the screen, because it's not, well, it's not correct, it's not right, it's not a good idea, like considering privacy. Yeah, so instead of this, I would ask to search for generic hotels. Yeah, so please now take 5 hotels from this list and find me generic emails of these hotels, like info at or contact at. Please just take only 5 hotels, not more than that. And I would need like normal emails, not emails of the reception. So the emails like reservation at or reception at would not be appropriate. Oh, again, I was working in Claude, and yeah, and it probably looked like I was talking to myself, but no. Okay, see, this is crazy. Like, it's no, it's alright. Yeah. See, here is a problem. Yeah. You need to be like, why it could not work as an automation right now? Because yeah, while it's doing a job, let me just talk to you face to face. Why this automation, why this like process cannot work as automation right now? Because AI, well, I don't know if it has its own intelligence or what, but it has its own idea of how to do things. So for example, in this case, I sometimes specify which tools to use. Yeah, exactly. Like you need to do this. Like you need to use Epify for step 1. You need to use Epify for step 2. You need to use full enrich for step 3. And not before you've done the first 2 steps, you can go to full enrich. Yeah, because credits on full enrich are more expensive, and so it's like better idea to parse some data before switching to full enrich. But it starts doing it its own way. It just thinks, oh well, why can't I just use full enrich to look for contacts? Why not? And it starts doing it, and it can waste a lot of your money, a lot of your tokens, and do it the wrong way and not efficiently. So you have to oversee it like a manager. Yeah, like manage the process, like really. You can fix it with skills, and we'll talk about it later, but not always, because for example, I have a skill like Claude skill for finding and enriching contacts. Yeah, and there are very clear instructions, and it just doesn't follow them sometimes. And there is nothing I can do. At least right now. You can suggest what I can do in the comments. Yeah, I would be very grateful for that. So anyway, let's switch to Claude. Okay, it's still doing something. Let me see. Okay. Okay, it's still doing, but while it's working, we can actually do something on our page. So important thing, check every step. AI often doesn't follow your instructions. Yeah, so this is done. almost forgot this step. So we are doing this get contacts. Okay, so it's going to take some time. Yeah, we're not going to, like, you see the process, like, most likely right now I already see it. It won't be able to find all the emails with this actor. Yeah, so what we would need to do in this case is to either ask it to look for another actor, so another tools to find the contacts, yeah, or find these tools ourselves and just send the link, like you need to use this one, yeah, and that's it. Because sometimes it starts doing when it's like it makes a mistake at the beginning and it just starts replicating it more and more. Yeah, for example, here something is wrong because it takes too much time to find very like easy emails. Yeah. Okay, please stop for now and just present me the emails you have found so far. Okay. Okay, please just stop for now and present me the emails you have found so far. Okay, see? See? We have so many mistakes right now. Yeah, but I'm doing it quickly. I can't do like all the checks right now, so sorry for that. But the idea is that, again, you have to check, and check. You can do it with skills. I will talk about it later a little bit, yes, so stay with me. And yeah, but check everything. No, I don't want you to use Google Map Scraper again. Yeah. Okay, we have 2 emails. We can do another step. Okay, we got some contacts. Okay, for now, I would need an email to target those hotels. Basically, I would like just to get a contact of the right person. So I would like to target those emails as referrers. Yeah. So please prepare me email considering our previous experience with email messages. Yeah. Target as a reference to DMs. Yeah, just like this. Again, don't get me wrong, this is like not a nice prompt, but I'm just showing you the sequence so you extract the data, yeah, you get the contacts, you can enrich them, yeah, and do this step by step a few times until you have the like the database that is just good, yeah. Then you craft emails, then you prepare email sequence. Then once your email sequence works, when you have leads, send data to CRM. Okay. Okay. I don't like the subject line. It's too generic and it doesn't motivate a person to act on it. Yeah. And secondly, I don't like that there are so many dashes in an email. Okay, yeah, this just fixes that. I can't. I just can't. Yeah, it just bothers me that much that I have to fix these kind of things. Oh, there is a new button, send via Gmail. There was no such button before. I still don't like the subject line because a reception guy has nothing to do with this subject line, and basically what our CTA and our aim of our message is to get a contact of the right person, so this should be in the subject line as well. Okay, this is a little bit better. This is like not the best email, not the best subject line, not the best contacts, not the right companies, but I've shown you the approach. Of course, like, and don't get me wrong, of course you can do all these bits right, and I am getting these bits right, just it requires some work, yeah, and you have to do it yourself. Okay, what's next? So get some this was actually the contacts, it's my bad, yeah. Anyway, get some companies, get some emails, craft an email, and now we can also create an email campaign. So we use not just one tool but the second tool, yeah, and we'll be using Instantly for this. Yes, so remember, like a sample setup for outreach. So it can be Epify for parsing, full and rich, HubSpot as a CRM, Instantly, email campaigns, and Claude, your AI junior manager. Your junior project manager. Alright, so now switching to campaigns. Alright, now please create me a new campaign in Instantly. So add the leads you have obtained and create an email and save the campaign, but don't launch it. Okay. Let's just see how it goes. I see the problem because okay, you can use any sender account, but please do not show it in our chat in any way, because we are filming a video and we would like not to show the sender account on the video. So please choose any account you want, but just don't talk about it and don't show it in the chat in any possible way. Let's see. Okay, so it started doing something. Yeah. So see, now it is instantly. Yeah. So we got our data from Epify and we are straight away creating a new campaign and sending data to instantly. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we'll have to check if it actually, like, if it really works, because you should never trust an AI for 100%. Okay. Okay, let's, yeah, so we just switch to instantly. Yeah, and see, here we have our campaign. Yeah, and let me just show it to you. Yeah, I hope, yeah, you can see the whole setup. So we have the campaign, we have the leads, and we have the sequence. See? So it's wow. Well, to me it's like crazy that you can do all these kind of things just with AI chat and with your voice. Even you don't have to type. Okay. Yeah. All right. So just a sec. Okay, now let's see our current plan. Yeah, so step 1, get companies from Amplify, done. Step 2, get some sample emails. Well, in this case even not sample but real emails, done. Craft an email, done. Create an email campaign, done. The initial condition that we do all of this stuff using just AI chat and our voice, done. Okay, now another interesting part, it's what, like, I was already talking a little bit about it, and I would like to talk maybe just a bit more, just to say a few things. It's hyper personalization. I'm not going to maybe do it with AI right now, but actually no, probably not, because it's just going to take a lot of time. So but maybe we can try. Okay, I will do it just quickly. So the idea of hyper personalization is that using these tools you can create a separate email targeted specifically at the person. Yeah, so it's not like we talked about like simple personalization like name, company title, job title, some, I don't know, one sentence. It's nice, doesn't work anymore. What works is a hyper personalization. I'm going to make a separate video on that probably as well, but for the benefit of this, what it means, for the benefit like of this video where we talk about technical stuff, what it means is that you have your USP, for example, you have like your marketing kit, like information about your customers, ideal customer profile, like various marketing stuff. Yeah, you have some research, and you can ask AI to analyze each and every person on your list and create an email targeted specifically at this person. Yeah, what does it mean? Like, no, I'm not going to do it with the AI right now because this is like we don't have proper research and contacts ready for that. But what does it mean? Like hyper personalization. Generate that's the whole idea. For example, if like the whole marketing is based on segmenting, yeah, because for various segments there could be various products, various features and stuff like that. And say like in case of Steos, which is a channel manager for independent hotels. Yeah, but there are different independent hotels. There are 5-star luxury hotels, and there are no-star, I don't know, motel-like hotels, and they need probably different things completely. And it doesn't mean that your product can't cover, maybe your product is for both of these segments, yeah, but like the things you could target these people with would be very different, yeah. And this is like one layer of personalization. And then the next layer, it could be, okay, if this is a no-star hotel in a big city, and if this is a no-star hotel somewhere in a village, it might be different. And then there might be like a large independent hotel where there is a marketing director, like a chief marketing officer maybe, and when there is a family-owned, these are different, possibly these are different segments, and they would fall for different offers and messages. And before that, it would be extremely difficult to, before AI, it would be extremely difficult to make this deep hyper personalization, like for very small segments and maybe for separate people. But now it's possible. Like if you have, say, probably if you have 1,000 contacts for your email campaign, it would just cost a lot of time and money to generate like completely different emails. Yeah, but say in many industries you would have 30 contacts for your email campaign. Like the whole market for you is starts with 30 contacts. Well, I'm not talking like country market, but I don't know, market of a region. Yeah, and you need to do something with it. And in this case, of course, hyper personalization works. And moreover, like previously, in the cases of small markets, you could be stuck because you have to target like 50 people, yeah, and that's it. But it would be difficult to write all the emails yourself, yeah, and at the same time, if you craft a generic email to all of them with low personalization, probably you would have like very low conversion rates, and you just have these 50 contacts, yeah, you don't have anywhere else. And so in this case, email marketing just wouldn't work at all, yeah. But now in many cases, of course, probably for 50 contacts, if the whole market for you is 50 contacts, like B2B email outreach probably is not your thing anyway. But if you have, say, some region where you would like to test something, or some segment where you'd like to test something, and it's small, it's very easy to create, like, say, all the emails so that they are personal. Yeah, targeting the exact pain. Like this guy who has a two-star hotel, say 200 kilometers from Stockholm, yeah, and target the specific pains of this hotel. Of course, you would be guessing to some extent, yeah, but the conversion rises dramatically. Like from what I've seen, like in my work, the conversion, it rises dramatically. It rises 3-5, even more than that, 3-5 times, not percentages. Yeah, so it's a lot, and so yeah, hyper personalization is great, and it's just you ask AI to research for every person on your list and make a specific email to every person. And if there are too many contacts, then you would try to make as small segments as possible so that you can still make very personalized emails. Yeah. So done with hyper personalization, and probably the last part where I will be just maybe I will omit this thing right now about skills. I'll just, well, yeah, so we've done most important stuff for today. And yeah, I would like to talk a little bit about skills and agents. So at least about skills, because skills is important. Yeah. I'll probably also make a separate video on skills. Yeah, but anyway, the idea of skills is that you summarize some process, yeah, so that next time you don't need to write your prompts, and basically you have instructions ready, and so that it also includes your previous experience. For example, the first time you do all the, yeah, let me just write it to you, skills. Yeah. So skills is a way to automate the processes that already work. If they don't work, you can't make them better. Yeah, and you can just ask AI to create a skill, and it will be like a file which you can download. You connect it to AI. For example, I can show it in my Claude account. Yeah. Let me just show it to you. Yeah, just a sec. Yeah, so for example, I have skills, and I can just ask AI to use them to do something. Yeah, for example, I already have a skill for finding contacts and enriching them. So I can just say, basically, instead of writing the whole prompt, I can just explain what kind of contacts I need and say use this skill to do this task, and that's it. And it's going to have like a full instruction on what to do. Yeah, for example, for Stayos, we have a skill on brand checker, so that we can ask AI to check if what we are doing meets our brand guidelines. Yeah, so this is an example of a skill. So basically it's a set of instructions. Yeah, I'm not going to dive deep into it because it's separate, like a completely separate topic. Yeah, but just a quick, like, to make the most out of this out of this video right now for you. So as we talked in the beginning, like, your existing business process is a starting point. Yeah, and in our case, you have to figure out your way of generating leads with AI, like this process of finding contacts, crafting emails, and then working with your CRM possibly. So for example, after you've done your contacts research and enrichment, you can, like, the first thing, you can ask your AI to convert it into skill. So first you do the process in AI and then ask AI to convert it into skill. Then next time what you can do, you can next time use the skill, but with your supervision. Yeah. So you can ask AI to confirm every step, and yeah, and if you don't like something, then change it and ask to adjust the skill. Yeah, and so this way you are like you're like a training, you're like a coach. You are training your employee, your AI employee, so that it gets better. Yeah. So this is how you work. Like there is nothing like to show you in AI interface. So basically, you just do the process, and like when you are done, yeah, you just ask AI to convert our process into skill, maybe give some guidelines. They might be not perfect at the beginning, but this is just a starting point. And next time you can just do this process using this skill with your supervision. Then it might require less and less supervision, and at some point maybe it can just do it on its own without you, probably. Yeah. Okay, so we are done with skills. The last small piece of our technical setup, agents. Agents are not people. Agents are like you can say it's the next level of automation, like self-acting processes. They might have like a lot of skills, and let's say for non-tech people, and at the current moment, and for most of the tasks, I'd say you start with skills. Yeah. So like first do all these things with lead generation using skills, and then we can talk about agents. Yeah, I would probably make a separate video on agents, but see, agents is a deeper level of automation, and even at the level of skills, it doesn't completely work fine at the moment. So like you cannot scale a poorly working process. Yeah, so that's why agents for now might be a good thing in separate cases, but try with skills first. Yeah, and yeah, I will make a separate video on agents, I guess, at some point, but for now, I'd say, like my personal experience, I'd say probably you might not need them anyway. Yeah. Okay. So we've done a lot of work so far. So planning our setup, yeah. Talking about like technical setup, how to actually make AI B2B lead generation. Basically, we were talking about how to manage lead generation using AI. Yeah, that would be the right thing to say. Yeah. Yeah, and there are just a few specific questions, and I think we already talked about most of them, like problems with AI employees, that they often just do what they want, even though they might have very clear instructions. Yes, so they still need to be watched, like junior employees. Does AI save your time? Interesting question. I specifically talked about speed, not time savings, because while oh, sorry, I would just have to switch for a short moment, just 30 seconds. Yeah, just need to check one thing. Just sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it makes you do things faster. Yes, that's true. But the problem is that when you see how fast you can do things, you start working more, so you spend more time. But you work faster. That's true, at least for me. Yeah. Also, should you do this outreach yourself as a founder or hire someone? Well, it depends on your budget. If you have money to hire someone, probably you should. Just remember that, like, technically a junior manager can do this stuff, yeah, but from marketing perspective, so like checking the various things like messages, ideas, points, like what you do, like the content, it requires some senior person, either senior marketing person or you. So I'd say this is a job for your GTM engineer, head of growth, marketing manager, lead generation manager, no matter how you call it. But probably if you are not just like two founders, yeah, but you have some team, probably it's better to hire someone, because you, like, this job probably would take like full time. Yeah, but obviously if you're just like totally starting out, then yeah, you'd have to do it yourself. Yeah. And the last thing, GDPR, spam and privacy. Yeah, I would just wanted to have like a small touch on this one. Well, it's gray area. Yeah, it's gray area. So yeah, getting all these contacts, processing and writing to them, it's in Europe, it's, I guess it's difficult to follow all the rules. Yeah, if you want to really do some business. Yeah, so I'd say that it is very important that your messages are personalized, and like the goal, like the message of your email, it fits into your target person. Then most likely I think you shouldn't have any problems. Yeah, the problem is when it becomes spam, like when you send one message to 10,000 of people, and of course some of them would be very unhappy with it. Yeah, and that's where the problems start out. Yeah, so you should avoid things like that. Okay, so I think we are probably done for today. Yeah, if you have, yeah, so at the beginning it was supposed to be more like a stream for founders, yeah, but I don't see any reason why it is just for founders. Basically it's for any person that has to generate B2B leads. Yeah, and so this been like more like preparation plus technical side of B2B lead gen. Yeah, so I guess I'll make a separate stream on messaging and like this hyper personalization thing. Yeah, I hope that it was helpful. Yeah, I'll try to make time codes so that you can actually like jump to specific questions. Yeah, so I think, yeah, that's it, because we've covered the set of tools, like all the things you need to consider in your mind before possible problems. We've did like I explained how to connect tools, how to do messages, how to manage AI employees from their interface. So hopefully now you can do it yourself and practice. And the thing is that you need to practice, and at first it would not work all perfect. You would have some problems, and it's okay. You would have to fix them. You will learn, you will get better, and your AI also learns from you. You train it, you make it better, and you get a better result in the end. That's like, it is how it is. So yeah, anyway, have a nice day, and it's been my pleasure to try to help you with getting leads in B2B and do it fast using AI. So hope to see you soon. Bye.